Check. I don't know if it'll be loud enough. We probably will get 3 people watching. You know what I mean? Oh my god, now it's saying the bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend 13,500. Hang on. All right. Well, okay, check. Okay, I think we're good. Let's also record locally. There we go. And then let's edit. We have the thumbnail. So we just change this to public. Wait, I want to tell my friends we're going live. Neat. Okay, it knows I'm streaming. Quit. Done. Save. Okay, I think we're live. So, and there's probably gonna be nobody here. Maybe we'll get 2 people watching. All right, so check 1 2. Okay, I think we're good. You want to be in headphones? Let's go in headphones. Yeah. Probably easiest for most things. And then let's take a listen to where we're at with the 7-bit.
Yeah, and I think I do want to say again, I think now that it's streaming, we already said this before streaming, but I think it's beautiful sometimes to set a little intention of like what we're here to do, and yeah, just like really. Oh yeah, thank you. Microphones help. Yeah, just really wanting to set the intention for the art that comes through today to be, you know, our best attempt at expressing what truth feels like to us, and that's always evolving, and that's always a new question that we're always asking: what is truth uh, to us? But I want this to be, you know, an unearthing of whatever we think that is, whatever that feels like, and that it may be in some way a contribution to the end of suffering for all beings, and that it may be in some way of service to all beings. Yeah, that's my hope. That's my prayer. And with that, let's listen to this song in 7/8 and see what it wants to be.
All right, let's go. And by the way, we don't even need to think about it. There's 0 people watching. It's just like yesterday.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. All right, here we go.
Something on my mind, and I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. I just gotta tell you, there's something on my mind, and I've been looking for you. Dun, dun, dun.
So should we try to arrange some of this as we're working on lyrics?
Sure.
I'm kind of feeling. Well, I'm kind of thinking what would happen if we start not with drums but with piano. Than all drummy, you know. But I'm not sure. What do you think? Or we could do the bamboo thing because that was the original conception. See, I don't think it's with drums though. Go ahead.
I really like the bamboo thing at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially the drums at the beginning, but
Okay.
I kind of like
Yeah.
It's kind of cool for that to be like the conception of the song being the beginning.
Okay.
Cool to me.
Okay. So maybe let me start grouping this stuff. Maybe you need a pen.
No,
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna group all our rhythm tracks so that we can like just like filter it all in the beginning, like, and get that kind of distant thing. And I've been really liking this guy, so let's try. Nah, that's not enough. Let's try
on everything or on just the
all the drums. All the drums together. So let's try RC20 and let me we need to record that. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna record you in a second. I still want this more subtle.
I really gotta tell you.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
I really gotta tell you. I really gotta tell you. I really gotta tell you.
It's fine. I'm gonna mute that for a second and mute the ooze, and let's do that breath. So it'll be on that track. Okay, and so I'll mute that. Talk for me. Check. Wait a minute. What the heck am I? Oh, this input is the wrong mic. That's what's going on. Hold on.
Check. Wow, that's a lot of input options
There we go. Yeah, it's because of how I have to route all this stuff. All right. Where are you? What am I bringing up? Oh. My handy shapeshifter. All right, that'll do, and we'll just. That's a lot of noise.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I think we got 4 viewers. That's kind of fun.
We have one viewer. It says one concurrent viewer.
When I said that, it went down to 1.
It was at 4?
4, and I guess I ruined it by saying that. Nope, not even gonna pay attention.
That's okay. Okay.
I failed at being a cool kid.
But by failing, you will succeed. All right, I'm just gonna hit record. Check, and you should be good. Say something.
Check.
Yeah, we're getting nothing. What?
Check. Is it off? I know that sometimes with this mic, it's easy to.
I had your mic off the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have your mic on the entire time.
Then that works. That's fine.
It explains a lot. Okay, say something.
Something.
Okay. Now we have it. All right, let's try again. I especially like these 4.
Cool.
So I'm gonna chop them up. I'm actually gonna like put them a little more in the pocket too.
Cool.
Just like just a little.
Yeah, why did it sound? Was I really that early? Huh?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
In this case, like I did fix that latency issue from yesterday.
Cool. I could just do it again
Also.
too if it's off.
I don't know. That's that one. That's pretty close, but we're gonna like move it up a little bit.
That's better.
Yeah, and then this one. This one. Good.
Yeah.
Don't like that one?
I feel like it's too early again.
Well, that's easy to fix.
Okay.
Well, it's actually like the 2nd and 3rd, so.
Nice. That works.
So, I'm also gonna you also did some in between breaths, which I'm actually gonna just cut out. So I'm gonna cut those. Just clean it up this way first.
I think it's fun to put breaths in songs because it's like really easy to just kind of forget about breathing. You know, I mean, it's lucky that it's a voluntary thing, but at the same time, like,
well, I mean,
breathing in is good.
I mean involuntary.
Yeah.
If it was voluntary, we'd all be in trouble.
I meant involuntary. Yeah, you're right. But like making it more voluntary can be cool too.
All right, let's see here. Quarter note after, so that should be the wrong button. That's what boom. Okay, that should loop correctly.
Cool.
Cool. And then honestly, we probably don't have the first one in there. There you are. Okay. Put the other mic on. Check. Talk to me.
Check.
Okay. All right. That's great. Anything else like that we want to add now, or just keep? Let's just go into something else. Okay, so. Yeah. So what do we actually start with?
What did we start with?
What do we want to start with? Like, is it just the bamboo thing plus the drums? Or is it more to it?
Two things. Here's what I'll say. I feel like with the breath, at least at the beginning, I want it to happen, and then the next, like the second one, I don't want to come in there. I want there to be space.
Mm-hmm.
Like mute that one or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, like that. That's nice. It's almost like it could almost work with like all of them except for the second one. Or every other. I'm not sure.
The breath?
Yeah. Like out of the 4, I kind of like the
2 and 4?
2 and 4, but it kind of worked when there was 3 there too, but it's up to you. At least take out, at least, okay, so right now we have no breath. Do we leave it there again, or do we take that one out?
Try taking it out.
Okay.
Let's hear that. Let's hear it with the piano, just so we have more of idea of like the conception of the loop. I like that.
You like it with the piano from the beginning?
No, I just mean the 2 and 4 for the breath.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like it in there. We're gonna add a touch of reverb. Just a hair.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about like building the song in the way that it naturally came to happen yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Which was,
I know it was bamboo.
No to that. Do we like to do a pad or something? Voice?
I think right there is where the background vocals come in. Oh, that's already where you have it.
Yeah, we can add those.
I think that, yeah.
What is this track that said K?
Okay.
I would add it there. I fucked this loop up and it's not right. There we go. Okay. Should have been this. Yeah, that's right. Starting on the ending on the grid. Okay, yes. Now it's correct. It was like moving. It was not the same spots that we wanted. Okay.
What wasn't right?
I am not looping the 2 and 4 breath thing. The right number. This is correct.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
No, it's still wrong.
Huh.
Wait
Is
a
it
minute.
because the meter of the grid is not in 7/7?
No, it's
or
totally
7/8?
fine. No, it's not that. The meter of the grid is correct. I just I had the wrong stop points for the to create the new audio region for the loop.
see.
Now we have it right. Yeah, that's right. So it kind of like leads into measure 2 and into measure 4. This is measure 3 into 4. So now we have it. Okay.
feel like
that's probably where the verse starts, right?
Yeah, and I'm thinking too, maybe turning that down a little bit in the
The
mix.
ooze?
No, the guitar bending.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is all like scratch.
Right.
And we had that here because it was the second for the verse.
Oh,
'Cause we
right.
had the verse
So
start
if we're moving the
early.
verse back, we probably want to move that back to.
Correctamundo.
Yeah.
So we'll just do that now and put it here.
I almost want to do a take of the vocals where, I mean, I think that we can keep the scratch lyrics written down and we can keep that one. But I almost want to do a take of the melody for the verse without any words, so that it's easier for us to brainstorm.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? That could be a move.
Okay, we
Just
can
be
do that
like,
too.
hoo, 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 so that it's not like feeling like we're pigeonholed into what came out the first time.
Yeah.
But some of it might, we might keep.
Let's listen to this arrangement real quick and then go from there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's where it would start.
Okay.
I moved it all way too far back. So we'd want it here, measure 9.
Sweet.
Otherwise, it's way too long.
Right.
And then, who knows where the piano comes in? 'Cause
Ooh.
all it's-
Oh yeah.
What?
I don't. Yeah. I was gonna say like the bamboo.
Yeah.
I'm curious if like once the oohs come in, if we use some type of band pass on it, only
Oh, yeah.
only once the vocals come in, because I feel like right now without the vocals, it sounds really cool for that full frequency range to be there.
Oh, it's not even full.
I really gotta tell you.
Okay, that's good for me. So we'll just automate this. And that goes up, peak goes down. We should be good. Good. Some other vocal could go there, an ad lib of some sort, or just an affected something.
I really gotta tell you.
That's nice.
There's something on my mind, and I've been waiting for you. But something just ain't right. I just gotta tell you. There's something on my mind, and I've been looking for you. Dun, dun, dun.
Wow. Yeah. So, a thought I have is like there, where you drop, first of all, whatever you just dropped out was nice. That was a
the
nice
bamboo
choice.
coming out.
Bamboo came out when the piano came in. I liked that. I really liked that a lot.
Yeah.
Another thought I had is like, you were talking about, I could see like a common thread between the intro where there's not a lot going on. You said some vocal there. And then here, I almost feel like some of the ad libs that were recorded last night, we could choose maybe even some of the high ethereal ones.
Oh, okay.
Maybe do one in the beginning and then like some of it there, but kind of like I think that when the piano comes in, that needs to be the focal point. But
Yep.
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
I
thinking-
think so too.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it just goes into, it does this bit and goes into another verse. Like this chorus idea doesn't happen yet. I could be
Okay.
totally off.
I mean, it's kind of like
A second song at the end of it.
well, it's
currently.
it's like kind of like a little, I don't want to say dense, that's just a word. There is a complexity to it, which I feel like could, be nice to let to marinate in this longer, because
Exactly.
it's in 7, it's kind of like written in harmonic minor. It's kind of polyrhythmic. There's a lot to like sink into,
Yeah.
right? And so to change out of that already might be really jolting.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Otherwise, it kind of does get a little too convoluted. So
Yeah.
so in that case, let's just hear it from the top.
Ooh. I also feel like where the oohs come in, we could even add a layer of djembe in with the drums. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we should.
I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind, and I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. Hey, hey. I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind, and I've been looking for you. Dun, dun, dun.
I really love this part. Interesting. Bring it back in here. That's cool.
I think that's where we would have the next set of vocals. Like
Cool.
it's almost like a little interlude.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's almost like this is the chorus. There would be something here. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Nah, I don't think it. No, it's an interlude. It's like this. The song needs to, like you said, like marinate, and so it feels like there's like a double verse, and then we can get into the chorus after that,
Yeah.
which is bold. I think we can do it though. So do we go hunting for ad libs,
Yeah.
or do we mess with lyrics?
I think we do some more ad libs.
Do you want to play? Do you want to sing some, or do you want to look through what we did yesterday? It looks like Joy did some. Oh, here's the
I
ad
did
libs.
some, and I did some.
Yeah, the ad libs you did. Well, they're all on this track. They started as like high harmonies, and then you kind of moved around after that. So it was like this stuff.
I really gotta tell you,
Oh, that could be the way to go. Not that exact. Just get into that style for that interlude.
That was yeah. Yeah, should we mark the ones that stand out the most? Like that
Yeah,
that one was
this
cool.
was one that. Whoa! I don't know what just happened.
That was a cool like spaceship
I'm
sound.
scared to do it again. I hit Control 1. Oh, it went away. It won't do it again. Oh, I hit Control T, and then 1. I just set the BPM to 1 by accident. Watch. What is making that sound when it goes?
I don't know. It's cool though.
But now your vocals here.
Wow. That's really cool. This is beautiful.
Well, it will hold this note forever. Its BPM it's like 1% of the original tempo.
It's amazing how unwavering the notes sound.
Well, because there's no time for it to go up and down in the original. You know what I mean? It will go up by 5 cents as you add vibrato, and it'll stay there.
That's really, really interesting. It's kind of calming.
I almost wonder, because this is getting captured, maybe later we go back and grab this audio and use it, or I could make another session and sample that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why it's so stable? It's still going live through the tuners. At least Joy's vocals are. Yours are not. All right, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Undo. It took. Do you see this? It took the very first phrase, and it was not even done the first note of the first phrase 3 minutes in. That's bizarre. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. It was this one.
Yeah.
And I almost think we go, I can't sing. It goes somewhere else at the end.
Okay,
Instead
okay.
of-
Make
instead
a
of
note
twice.
of that one, maybe.
But like, yes, definitely. I did it again. Okay. Option T, not Control T. That's the problem. Okay, Option T. Definitely that one. Let's go back to the top now. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Building stuff.
I almost want to like send the link to a couple people of us
Oh my
doing
God,
this.
we have 2 viewers. And Thomas said,
Hey.
hi, what's news? I don't know what's news. We're making music. But hi, Thomas. And that is, yeah, we are live. I don't know how to share the link either.
Oh, right here.
You see us?
Yeah.
You see us? That's so
Share,
awesome.
copy. That's cool. Okay, cool.
Okay. That's good stuff. But it's not, it's like a little too improvisy. Here's one I marked yesterday. I'm really thinking it's this one. So you could do it fresh, or I can like mess with this for a second. Because if I take this and then I'll do like hi, it would go with the piano here. Pop it in there. Put the scratch vocals in.
I've been looking for you. Dun, dun, dun.
And then piano plus this. And wherever it goes from there.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or that would be second half of the piano interlude. And then first there's where these come in. The high oohs. Like,
Man, I almost think too, like, I know this is a different section than the one you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
do think too, like, auditioning some of the high oohs for
building during the other section.
for the intro.
Yes.
High echoey oohs for the intro could be.
Agreed.
I've been looking for you. Dun, dun, dun.
That's pretty.
And then something else.
Verse 2 comes in here.
Verse 2 right there.
Yeah.
That feels about right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
roughly. Okay, so
There's a lot that goes into making one track, isn't it? Or by one track, I mean one song, because we have already how many tracks in this one song?
barely gotten started. Okay. What's next? Do we work on lyrics? I think we work on lyrics. Or we work on or we can recut that and do something in that vein.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna cut this.
I'm kind of feeling like it could be cool to like decide what's going on melodically and then bring the lyrics in, because then we could also bring in some collaboration lyrics. Oh, right. Can I hear the thing I did before, because you wanted to redo it?
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to do more in the vein of the one that you just had chosen, right? Some stuff like
I
that.
don't think it does it twice. It's like boom, boom. Wait, where's on? I can't do it.
And then what? Because that's what I did before. I can just mess with it if you want.
I think it's let me just pull up a keyboard thingy.
Okay. This reverb is fun to sing with.
I know. Oh, here we go. I can just pull this up. Okay.
That's a wild sounding synth.
Yeah. Excuse my synth.
Hey, I think Steven's here.
Steve watching?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a. I think
Not
it's
twice.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think it's more like sorry. I think it's more like this.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
God, that sounds a little buzzy. I don't like that sound, but you know, that vibe.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, roughly. I mean, like,
Okay.
just feel it out. Let me just hit play and then see what happens.
Is that right?
Okay, we're getting close. I think it's a little different than that. I think it's do we go down to the G? I don't know. Not positive. Let's hear that one back.
Is that right?
It's like close. I'm not sure it's it though. You know?
All right.
What do you think?
I mean, I think I'm always of the mind of just loop recording until we both have a yes moment, you know?
Oh, that's
Just
true.
improvising.
Let's do it. We can go harmonic minor with it. That was Dorian, sorry.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. When it gets to the D chord, it's harmonic minor.
Ah, shit. Yeah, but like it's
but
different.
Kind of
it's different than like the D major kind of is, but you don't. But it feels very different to do the D major 5 to minor 1, versus like you're on the 1.
I see what you're saying.
Anyway, I don't think.
I like that. I think I'll. Right.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? We're just gonna loop a chord. Here we go.
All right. Cool.
Oh, let me chop this like little. We were talking in the clip. It's getting distracting. And go. Good. Go for some longer notes now.
It's on the second chord. It's weird. I'm trying to bring a real harmonic there.
I like that a lot.
It's so funny. I'm gonna like actually ask if this is so silly. Can we just like turn it off the stream and we can even see if there's viewers? Because it's just like
Oh
weird.
yeah,
It's
why are
just,
you
like,
looking
weird.
at that?
I don't want to be, but I am. I don't
Do you
know.
care
I
if
really
that's on
can't
the
tell you.
screen?
That's better. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Also, there's no one's watching us anyway.
Yeah.
We had 0, but maybe that's what was like. Maybe you didn't like to see that.
Well, it's fluctuating. It's been 0 and then not 0, and it's like, why do I care? Who knows? But it's just sort of like,
You don't care.
yeah. I mean, I'd like to say I don't care, but there's a part of me that does. There's a part of me that's like, I want to feel important. You know what I mean?
We are so small. We are so small
Oh, we're so
and
tiny.
insignificant.
Oh yeah, totally. Speck of dust on a speck of dust, as Sarah Silverman and probably others have said.
We're what's the quote? We're a pale blue dot. Have you heard of that?
No.
All right. Well, when we're done, or maybe now, pale blue dot. Carl Sagan. Hold on. I don't know if we can watch it on stream. So like, I could read you the quote,
Yeah.
or you need to hear him say it. Where's your phone?
It's right here. Carl Sagan.
Pale blue dot.
Yeah. Okay.
From this distant vantage point, the not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot.
We're pausing this stream.
That's here.
Or the audio.
I feel like, yeah. Do you want me to just keep improvising? Do you want to go through more of what I did yesterday?
I liked what you just did.
Okay. Okay.
I like what you just did.
Cool.
So we're gonna hear it.
There's that F sharp. It's on the second chord. It's weird. I'm trying to bring a real harmonic there. Oh yeah, because the second chord's just an F, so it's like a flat 9 over the F.
Oh,
That's fucked up. It's fucked up. I was like, that sounds awful. Like over the second chorus, sounds really bad. Yeah, it's not good. Not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted.
I liked that one. Flat 9 over the
Nope. No flat 9s today. Not over that chord.
Yeah, so yeah.
I feel like I could let it go more and be more wild and free with it, but not try to do as much complexity.
I think that's the way. That's exactly it.
Is it cheating if I like want to watch like 2 clips of some of my favorite artists who do some cool stuff and kind of like get inspired for a sec?
Yeah, but we're gonna keep that secret from the stream, so we're gonna go off. All right, you just want to like do more of that section?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Ah
okay.
That's gonna take a really long time to sift through all
I
that.
think it's okay. You know what we'll do? There's 32 loops. You know what we can do? We can narrow that down to 26 and label them A through Z.
Yeah,
And then put it on the internet and say which one do you guys like the best? Holy fuck!
Sell a sample pack of random improvisation.
No, we ain't selling any of those. Those are not for sale.
I mean, just saying, we could do a NoRadio sample pack. That'd be
Yeah,
kinda fun.
but drums, not melodies. But anyway, I digress. Holy fuck! Steven said we're a blip in a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma.
I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, I don't know. So, like, with this song, yeah, like, I really want to touch on, we were talking about, like, just, the pain of the world and this kind of feeling. I don't know. So I don't know much about, to be honest, I think sometimes I've definitely kept my head kind of buried and like not really stayed up to date with what's going on in the world. But, I'm feeling this need to like learn more about what's actually going on in the world. Yeah. And, I was learning about, I think it was actually Steven who was telling me about more about the cobalt mining. And it's just wild because it's like I started thinking about it and feeling really sad while I was singing those takes because it's like, there's all these ways, it'd be so nice to just say like, I don't agree with this, opting out. I don't agree with this, opting out. But it's like, like this phone is, a tool for creativity and connection. And there was probably like really, really terrible treatment of human beings and of the earth for the cobalt required to get this device. And so I'm just thinking, I don't know, I like cobalt. I like the idea of incorporating something about cobalt into this song because it just feels like, for one, cobalt blue is like a color I grew up having in my paint sets, when I would paint. And it's a beautiful color, and everyone kind of knows cobalt blue if you've ever done visual art. And at the same time, it's this feeling of like, it's like we want to change the system, and there has in theory we have to be involved in some way in this. In the what they say, in the system, not of it. But it's like I don't know how to make my life work without a phone that used cobalt mining. I rely on this thing, you know what I mean? And it's like how does one simply opt out of everything that feels unethical, or is that like not even a possibility with like the times that we're in?
It's not a possibility.
But it's an interesting thing to explore, like what is that? I mean, it's, for one, I opted not to upgrade a phone that I didn't need to upgrade because it's working great and I don't want to use more resources than I need to. But it's like, yeah, it makes me feel kind of gross to know that like this probably came from some really like not cool stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that's coming from not cool stuff, and my tax dollars are going to causes that I don't agree with. Yeah. That sucks, and it's like I kind of want to write lyrics that are not, like you said, not hitting people over the head with it, bam, but like cobalt, I don't know, I feel like cobalt. I wrote down
cobalt blue.
Yeah.
We can write the cobalt blues.
The cobalt
12
blues.
12-bar cobalt blues.
Oof, I don't know.
But
yeah. Anyway,
everything you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like it just makes me think about a lot of stuff. It's like like people. I have friends and family who are like, "You're gonna vote, right?" And like probably, but like, am I stoked about any of the candidates? Like, not really off top. I'm not cannabis. Am I stoked about cannabis? At times I am. But am I stoked about any of the candidates? Like, not overall super stoked. And it's like wild to be like, okay, well, it's almost like, are we just opting for what we dislike the least? Because that doesn't feel empowering. Like, I dislike this person the least, or it's like the lesser. It's like, are we just always choosing the lesser of evils, or like, is there something other than that? I don't know. That's what I want to explore in this. So if people want to contribute to the lyrics, that's what we're. I don't know. That's where I'm at today. Okay, anyway.
I think.
But
I'm okay. My brain's trying to think of what words and phrases to include. So.
And I guess we're also thinking of like, you know, what melodies are we leading with lyrics or are we leading with melody? I guess there's no correct answer there, but
I think we should start writing lyrics and phrases, and we already kind of know the core of that verse melody. This section may be wordless, so that's pretty straightforward.
I'm seeing in my head, because I like imagery, I'm seeing in my head like wanting to, and I still feel like I want to get a little bit clear on the melodies first for some reason.
Okay.
Because that helps me figure out like syntax and not feel like I have to, But I almost feel like I want to look up, you know, maybe we can spend some time looking up some actual images of like cobalt mines and like what does cobalt mining look like. And I like the idea of writing a song where there's like a physical landscape that we're exploring or there's physical characters. That's new for me, but it makes it feel like there's actually something tangible that we're working with. So I feel like some part of this song is actually walking through like a cobalt mine. Who am I to talk about this? I'm really no expert. You know, I feel like a real dunce because I really just, you know, I've been using iPhones for how long, and I really just learned more about this very recently, and you know, but ending our ignorance, you know, years in is better than never ending our ignorance. So yeah, but yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Damn.
Yeah, these are wild images. Yeah, see, you know, like how gross. How gross to think that modern day slavery was required to use a device that I rely on every day. You know, that doesn't feel good in my stomach. That doesn't feel good in my stomach. But I really like, man, I keep thinking about the zombies, the song Zombie by the Cranberries, because somehow they sung those lyrics and it didn't feel like being hit over the head with it. And I don't know how they did that. Of course, they're masters of their craft.
I don't know how that goes.
So, man, just
lyrically, I mean.
Is it a copyright issue if like, you know, if we say the lyrics Okay. Because I want to actually look. Another head hangs lowly. Child is slowly taken. Wow. And the violence causes such silence. Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me. It's not my family. In your head, they are fighting. I mean, but the way that they did it, I don't feel hit over the head I don't know how. I don't feel hit over the head. Their tanks and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. Like, this is like, bang. They're saying what they're saying. In your head, zombie, what's in your head, zombie. Another mother's breaking heart is taken over. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. That's my favorite line of the song. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old theme since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting. You know, this makes me want to go on a side note of like, I wonder like 1916, what happened in 1916? I wonder if there's a specific thing. I mean, I wonder what they're referring to.
That would have been World War I.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm any type of lyric. I'm actually curious too, how many lyricists were on maybe the whole band. I'm curious like how many lyricists wrote. Who wrote? I know it's gonna say the Cranberries, but who wrote the song Zombie? I want to see the songwriting credits. I'm just very curious. Okay.
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Dolores. She's such a gifted musician. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Dolores. Rest in peace. Oh, she told us how it's really cool. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, like say I'm any type of lyricist in any comparison with her, but you know, I really am inspired by what they did, and I feel like I want to start taking writing there because just there's so much sorrow in the world right now, and I just can't write a song that's like, okay, let's have a fun time and pretend it's okay. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. So,
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Came through.
We only have the one poem here.
We only have one pen, but I think
one
I
pen.
think I have another pen in my.
I mean, I got pens downstairs.
Catchy. It's really cool. I think I've got a pen in the next room, but I mean, I wrote that. If you want to write more, I don't have anything to write at the current moment. Man, I wonder if she. Yeah, I really wonder. Oh wow! Visceral response to the death of 2 children in an IRA bombing in the Cheshire town of Warrington. So that was like about a specific event.
What, 1916?
Oh well, let's see.
no,
Let's
sorry,
see
what
when
were
it
you talking
happened. Well, I'm just saying. I was just reading on BBC. It said on BBC that the zombie was a visceral response. This was an article in BBC.
Yeah,
zombie was a
that.
visceral response to the death of 2 children in an IRA. Okay,
yeah, I had
you
it
saw
up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what year that was. I think. Oh, okay. That was in 1993, but then they were referring to World War I. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky, right? Because it feels like it's hard, it's hard to write about stuff. And like I said, to be honest, I have been out of the loop of a lot of stuff because it has felt very depressing to read the news.
There's too many loops.
There's too many loops, yeah. There's a lot of loops, right? Yeah. Writing cred for. Wow. I mean, here it's just saying she wrote all the lyrics, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. Credits. Also known as. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm not finding what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna put my phone down.
I got that so far.
The mines, what's mine? Take what I find.
I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. There is a lot of there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of that going on. I'm curious too with the with that part. Do we want to keep the first lyrics that came out? You
still can.
Really gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Something on my mind.
Something on my mind. We don't have to, but it can still be something on my mind. Something on my mind.
Yeah, because it kind of feels like maybe once we figure out what's actually being said in the verses, like we'll be able to figure out where the next section actually goes, rather than we don't have to lock down all of the melody first. But
I kind of like that. I still like that. I really want to tell you.
Yeah.
Something on my mind. Is that you or me?
That's me. I'm gonna see if another collaborator is available. I'm gonna see. I don't know if he will be potential.
He might be streaming right now.
Very possible.
Wait, which Steven is this? Steven? Is it Steven? What's his last name?
Hi.
What's up?
Hey. We're in our session and
Hello.
working on lyrics, and I know you're probably bouncing all around, but just figured I would see if I could catch you and see if you felt like throwing any words into the ring.
You're breaking up like every other word.
Dang, that sucks.
I've been watching your live stream.
Nice.
Thank you. We
Cool.
saw you.
Well, that's cool. So I mean, yeah, because I was gonna say like.
It's been incredible.
Oh, great. I mean, I don't know, does it work better for us if it's a bad connection? I mean, is it better to just keep it where you're kind of here via the live stream and you can like type things in? Because we're kind of like, we're trying to come up with words for the verse, and I mean, I'd really love. We have like the cadence of it, and I know that we've worked together where I've kind of given you the notes and the rhythm, and you've been able to throw out like words that kind of match the feel there. And so anyway, I don't know if this works for you right now, if it works for us to be on the call, if you want me to hang up and like just let you type in the chat or what, but just would love your input if you're up for it.
Yeah, the live stream is better.
Okay.
See and hear the whole
Great.
thing, and this isn't really working.
Okay. Great. Well, I'll hang up here, and then the power of technology, how wonderful. Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on what you say in the chat. All right. I love you. Bye. Okay, cool. So what we got here is the.
So I really want to tell you something on my mind.
So that's
All
what we
great
have,
stuff.
and I'm trying to decide if that is going to. Does that feel? I feel like this is an annoying part of like maybe partially going to like. Don't get me wrong, I'm really glad I went to school for music, but sometimes I get really jaded and I have to like question like, is that cliche? Because part of me is like, I really got to tell you there's something on my mind. Is that fucking cliche? You know what I mean? Or is it only cliche because I said that now? Like if you heard that, did I ruin it because I was being jaded, or
you might have ruined it? Maybe you ruined it a little bit.
Did I ruin it because I was being jaded, or is it actually good lyrics? And like, I'm curious to hear what you think. I'm curious to hear what anyone who's present in this situation thinks. Right now, what we have for the verse, because it was just when I was improvising yesterday, was I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind. That's pretty much all that we had, and then it's the same. Dun 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 dun, and that's pretty much it. Dun 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 dun. Is that right?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Yeah. So, yeah, I really do like I like the scenery of like, I don't know, kind of like maybe we're walking through a cobalt mine or something like that eventually in the song. I don't know if that's where we start the song. I really got to, and you know, hey, if we go with that, if we roll with, I really got to tell you there's something on my mind. I mean, what's on my mind right now is like, wow, I just made a phone call with this phone that probably implemented slavery of human beings to be made. Like, that's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm not gonna hit someone over the head with that being the lyrics. But anyway,
it's also on like, well, not every little thing, but like a lot more than just your phone.
Yeah. You know? Oh yeah. Probably like the electronics that we're using to record right now on some level.
Oh sure, all that stuff. But I mean, even like probably some of what went into making this pen. You know, I mean, I don't know.
I have an idea.
Okay.
So I kind of what I was saying earlier was like, what if I really quick just do a take through of those vocals without words, so that we can actually loop play it, so that we can hear just the cadence.
Let's do it.
And then whoever's listening can also hear the cadence. Like truly, we are welcoming collaboration.
Okay.
You know.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Can I hear where I put it first? I think I know, but I just want to hear it. I really gotta tell you. That's really cool timing. There's something on my mind, and I've been waiting for you. But something just ain't right. Hey.
Cool.
So, okay. So far, our and I kind of want to write them down just so we have the reference. So far, the scratch lyrics are, and I'm very open to throwing them away if they're cliche. And I actually like, if Steven, if you're listening in the chat, will you tell me, because you're straight up, do you think that the lyrics so far are cliche, yes or no? Please tell me honestly. So far, it's, I really got to tell you, there's something on my mind. I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. That's what came out when I wasn't thinking. Sometimes that's cool, sometimes it's not. So I want to hear if you have an answer to whether or not that sounds cliche.
We got one viewer, and I don't know if it's him, and I don't know how delayed this is either, because like it's pretty delayed. So
we'll see. Tell you.
Okay.
There's something
On my mind.
on my mind. I've been waiting.
Oh, it is Stephen.
Waiting for you, but something just ain't right.
So Stephen said, regardless of cliche, it's message retracted. I read it though. He said, regardless of cliche, it sounds really good. And then he's had another 2 words.
Okay. Well, if it sounds good,
but here on the paper,
we can start there.
We can reinterpret. Oh, he said, regardless of cliche, it sounds really good. No delay here. No, well, I think there is a delay because we actually asked that like 3 minutes ago, or 2 minutes ago. Like I'm just reading your. What was the second verse he said?
The second verse?
We
actually don't have it yet. So that's actually, I mean, we could just keep this and then go into the second verse.
Words are easy, but we can also take, instead of saying, I really got to tell you there's something on my mind, we could say, this little drop of water ripples in my mind.
That's one thing that Joy came up with yesterday. Shout outs to Joy.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that, and it says the same thing.
Side note, I like that we can collaborate with people via this platform. This is really cool.
That's kind of cool.
This feels like a momentous occasion, so thank you, Stephen, for also being a part of this. Is our first time doing this, so this is very momentous. It's very exciting. Okay, so let's audition that. This is where songwriting can feel a little tedious, but here we are.
This little drop of water ripples in my mind.
So what are we keeping and what are we putting there instead? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is little drops of water? Is that verse 2 or is that
the first line? I'm saying that could replace it because it means the same thing, just more like flowery.
Okay, and so
metaphorically.
Little drops of water. Man, it's making me realize I really like how human I really gotta tell you feels as the start.
Then do it.
Okay. I know, I'm being ridiculous.
Stop second guessing.
I know, I really gotta tell you. There's something on my mind. A little drop of water.
Ripples all the time.
Ripples all the time.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Little drop of water as the third line, I like better than
as the first line.
You like it better as the first line?
No. Better than as the first line.
Yes.
So I really got to tell you something on my mind. This little drop of water ripples all the time.
All its ripples all the time. Because we already said on my mind, but Joy had said ripples in my mind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but we were already doing something on my mind, so ripples all the time.
Right.
Look, it
but
doesn't stop.
Part of me is like, we could also change out the first in my mind, but I don't know, dude. I gotta tell you, there's something in my mind does like just feel like something I would say conversationally, and I do like lyrics that feel conversational because it feels like really human.
So no more judging. Okay. So ripples all the time is pretty good.
I actually can't see the screen from here. Do we have any more feedback or suggestions yet?
Not really. He said, what was the second verse 2 minutes ago? Second part of the first verse. That's what he meant.
Okay.
Sorry. Thanks for waiting, Stephen. The second line was, I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right.
That's what it... Right.
Was there more?
No, that was pretty much it.
And then I think you just kind of repeated it.
But then we had other word fragments that we were experimenting. I just did the same thing twice.
I've been looking for you. Yeah, that's all we got.
So maybe now I will just go ahead and sing it without words just so we have a reference.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Sing for me.
Oh.
Alright, we're good.
Oh. Oh.
How much of a pre-roll do you want? Like 2 measures?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
You know, it's interesting. I'm actually not hearing myself hardly at all in the playback, but I don't know.
Here, if it hit.
Cha cha la 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 la. Oh yes, there.
Yeah, you dare.
Cool. You do.
You got you. Yeah, you dare. Now,
I've really got to pee, but I can wait for a little longer.
why?
Why? That's a good question. Why would I do that? Just if I miss anything cool, tell me.
What am I gonna do without you?
I don't know.
Might write some words.
Yeah.
Oop. Ooh, that's okay.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
I think someone texted you. I think it's Steve.
Yes. Okay, text messages. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. He said he likes the original first two lines.
Ooh.
The original, I really got to tell you there's something on my mind. That is very conversational.
I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right.
Okay, and he said there's really no delay. There's pretty much no delay.
He said that on his chat.
As far as you can tell. Okay, he texted me as well. He said, okay, can you send the original verse? Yes. Okay, I'm going to type it out. I really got to tell you, comma, there's something on my mind, comma, I've been waiting for you, comma, but something just ain't right. Yeah, that's the original. I'm not crazy about the second half of the first part.
Can we change it?
But we'll change that part.
Second half of the first part.
Yeah, like the second two lines. I'm not crazy about. You know what I mean? So
I think I agree. I think we change it up there because 3 and 4, you're just saying the same thing the second time.
Right.
I think the first two are good. I think 1 and 2 are good. I really got to tell you, there's something on my mind.
Yeah.
But we can easily switch it right away to like this little drop of water ripples all the time. We could say these little situations, the seed of something. Doesn't have to rhyme with that.
Well, yeah, because the significance of the words tiny. So yeah, for context, I do like tiny little situations. I'm filling in so that mainly so that he knows because some ideas that we had, and I can write these down too, but basically yesterday, the day before I came in here and I was like ready to write, but I was just like looking in the mirror, just like fixating on some dumb bullshit of like, oh, my hair looks dumb. And I was like, how easy is it as a human who is conditioned to like hyper individualism in this culture to be like, the whole world just seems like it revolves around if my hair looks okay or like this or that. And it's like tiny little situations when there's bombs being dropped on people. And not to say that, we negate the fact that, yeah, like maybe I want to have a better hair day. That's fine. But like, I don't want to be basically fixated on tiny little situations at the expense of kind of like seeing a little bit more of the picture of what's going on this planet. And so and I do like, and so probably in the cadence here, if we use that, be like, Joy was singing it yesterday, and it sounded really good to just be little situations, because tiny little is kind of hard to fit. So like some contenders for, I'll just say some contenders for, lines, little situations, something, something, something.
Happen all the time.
Happen all the time. Okay.
Or they happen all the time.
Happen all the time. Okay, or what was the other one? It was little drops of water.
I said ripple all the time. We need
Ripple,
another
okay,
rhyming
or
word.
little drops of water. I do like little drops of water. That was Joy's line. And then she had said...
I like little drop of water. I like singular.
Little drop of water, okay. And then she had said ripple in my mind, but we already just used,
so,
the word mind.
Yeah, if we want other rhyming words,
yeah.
This little drop of water falls in a straight line. I don't know what that, not sure what that means, but like line.
Oh wait, is there more over there?
Yeah, Stephen said what I heard from the third and fourth lines, where they were a voice from the perspective of a child and a mind, or a mother of one.
Interesting.
So I've been looking, but something just ain't right.
Okay, I mean, from that perspective, I've been looking for you. Something just ain't right. Kind of feels like it's more fitting. I mean, I like that perspective. Wow, I like that perspective, because if it's and then we could actually take it from there if it is the child.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I just got goosies. I took that line from my friend Josh.
She got goosies. Oh, Stephen said, suggestion: give voice to the tragedy of it from it, rather than your take on it. We're wrestling with our narcissistic tendencies here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. From it, so kind of
not
actually
our
trying
perspective.
to be in the sense of, right.
Not our perspective.
So maybe if we keep it, I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right.
If we're legit doing this, then I don't know enough about. I do not
maybe
know.
Maybe we need to do some reading or watching.
About this.
I mean, I'm very new to learning myself, and I don't want to act like I can speak on something that I don't know about, but I do think that we could educate ourselves enough to do something, to say something. I mean, who am I to say that? I don't know for sure, but I do like that perspective.
This might have to be a off-stream, go watch a documentary type of thing, if we're doing that, which makes sense. Okay.
But maybe could you write down the whole thing that Steven said of from the perspective of the child in the mind?
Oh yeah, I could just screenshot it.
Yeah.
No, we're cool there. We're not gonna lose that.
Cause then the next part that we're thinking in the song would be the same type of cadence. And then we just have no words for this part yet. So maybe this is from the child's perspective still. Still, there's more right there?
Yeah, she said right now, the tragedy of all of it. Oh. Feel it. First of all, that's not a good line. No, he said to do it. He's saying to do it right now.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm imagining looking down, and I'm going to also name that there is kind of imposter syndrome coming up in this, because I feel like I'm so privileged and I really have no idea, but I'm going to try to take this invitation and just ask that something come through that is not of myself, that something might come through that is of something that is larger than Marissa and her history, you know. So as I close my eyes, I'm kind of seeing, like, I'm imagining like tiny, like small hands. I'm imagining like really like looking down at small hands that are like growing weak, and that are trying to hold something. So right now, let's just write images, and we don't have to worry. We're not going to worry about. So I'm imagining looking down. It's like dark, and I'm inside. Like there's like, you know, like rock all around, and it's like it's dark, and I'm looking down at my hand, and it's like little hands, and it's like they're growing weak, and they're like covered in grime and dirt, and holding something. Maybe holding the cobalt. I don't know. Maybe holding this thing that everyone's saying is a prize-worthy possession. And, you know, maybe it's a child who has been put there by their parents because it was the only way to make enough money to, like, have a meal. And so it's like this child who's, you know, probably been told that this is the only way. And this child who's looking down at these small hands and who's kind of like starting to like ask, like, is like growing weak and frail, and like this child who has trusted, you know, in these parent figures who have actually been, you know, maybe been, I don't know if it's the parents or not, but I feel like maybe the parents are so downtrodden and have actually put the child into this situation out of this feeling of it's the only option or something like that. I don't know. But just the image of small hands and this kind of like moment of pause, of looking down and wondering if this is really normal, or if this is like how all kids live, or like, and I, you know, and then it's bringing me back to, you know, the only even slight parallel, and it's not even a parallel at all, because I grew up, you know, being fed and not having to do forced manual labor. But there, you know, there was a moment I remember more or less around 9 years old in my childhood where I was basically in a situation where I had to be an adult very quickly, and I was looking around at the situation and, you know, having to do very adult things and caretake people who were older than me in ways that made no sense, and kind of this moment of looking around and being like, is this how all the kids live? Is this just the way it is? Like, is you know, this feeling of little hands holding something that shouldn't be held by such small hands, and kind of looking down and being like, are all the children doing this? You know, it's like the loss of innocence, you know, like the sale of innocence, even like innocence being like the innocence being sold. Ugh. Yeah. Innocence being sold in this moment of looking up and kind of looking around of like, is this the way it is for all of the children? Because that's what kids do. That's the coping mechanism. They, you know, we're programmed at a young age. At psychologists, you know, that I used to see, you know, Western psychology, yes, but a psychologist I used to go to said, like, it is a child's coping mechanism. Like, the way that the brain is wired is so that one can survive. There is this belief built into the human child that if parent figures say it is so, then it is so, and it is like, you know, so then there's a certain age where maybe we look at, or maybe the child looks up and says, you know, I know that this is the way it is, so they say, but is it the way that it has to be? You know? I'm feeling my phone vibrate. Let me see.
It's probably texting me.
Yeah. He said there are bombs being dropped right now, wars going on, children and families being killed. Also more bodies being recovered from the aftermath of Hurricane Helene as we speak, in North Carolina. It makes me feel like my chest is ripping open. It makes me feel like I'm going to throw up when I read this. And that's what I really feel. It feels like dizzying. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah.
Yes, it is very heavy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got lyrics.
Okay. Let's hear.
From everything that you were saying. Okay. Little hands growing weak, covered in dirt, rock all around. Holding the rock. Not sure where that goes. Is this the only way to eat? A parent that is trusted. These little situations happen all the time. Like that'll kind of filters down into that statement. Like could be the concluding statement, possibly. Wired for survival. All fits the cadence. Wired for right, stuff like that. Is this the way it has to be? And then earlier you would also say, is this the way it is? Held by such small hands. The sale of innocence. That's insane. Looking up and looking around. So especially the sale of innocence was the one that hit me the most. But I feel like that could be a chorus something.
Yeah, the lines that are sticking out to me of what you just wrote, I do like wired for survival.
Mm-hmm. We'll star it.
Yeah, we can star some things.
Sorry. Whoops.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, and how fortunate are we that instead of having bombs dropped on our neighborhoods, we get to just sit here and make art. You know what I mean? Like, that's a huge privilege. That's a huge privilege. Yeah. Just kind of like feeling, geez, yeah. I have no idea how to even like get close to feeling what that is to be there, to be in a war zone, to be actually in a war zone. But yeah, I just feel like sick to my stomach, and yeah, I feel my heart hurts. My heart hurts for the world and for humanity and for what humanity's doing to each other. Let's see.
We could put a line. What we do to each other. That sounds like I don't know. The theme of the chorus to me, like, I think the sale of innocence is the line's unbelievably good. But then
the sale of innocence.
I don't know if that's the first line or what, but the sale of innocence is crazy. But then, like, I don't know, but these specific lines, but like we could even just talk about blue all around or something. Or okay, or I don't know this mineral, cobalt. Is it literally blue?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I just know that growing up, there was a paint set or two that I had that
I've
had
heard of that, yes.
the color cobalt blue. I don't know if that's after processing. I don't know if that's the way that it comes out of the earth. Okay, so it's cobalt blue is a blue pigment made by, this is from Wikipedia. Cobalt blue is a blue pigment made by sintering cobalt oxide with aluminum oxide at 1200 degrees Celsius. So it seems like cobalt is part of what is used to make the pigment, but cobalt itself is not necessarily blue. Yeah. Okay. And there is a film that I'm seeing called, and I'm wondering if we end up watching something to give more context for this song. I'm just seeing really quick. There's like a movie that came up. Oh no, that's not a documentary. Never mind. Yeah, so I mean, it's cool too to just be like to be like, hey, like go ahead and just go into it now, because there is this feeling of like I have to go prepare, or I have to go like do my homework before I can feel big things, right? But it's like, yeah, it's like there is a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying too, Stephen, to say give your voice to the tragedy of it from it rather than your take on it. I mean, that's there's subtlety in that, but it's, yeah, you're right, because it's very easy to be like, what's my take on this? And then that's, yeah. I'm seeing in this writing process of like how, in many ways colonized my thinking still is. And it's very humbling to say, I'm having a hard time giving voice to it from it. I'm having a hard time. It's challenging. It is.
I had heard about this a little bit, so I don't know what you know, and I don't know how verifiable this, I mean, obviously, I'm sure it has a reliable source, but I don't know where they're sourcing the cobalt from, before, but in 2017, Apple stopped buying ore from suppliers, these Chinese suppliers that are using those mines in the DRC.
Well, so they say. I mean, according to who, verified, only suppliers that are verified to meet workplace standards. I'm curious, like.
Well, of course, like
I mean, that's at least they're trying to take steps publicly to make themselves look better. That's what we do know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's legit.
I mean, I can't even get into this article, but like,
'cause I want you to, yeah.
it's the Washington Post. If we're obviously we can look into that if we want. It doesn't.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Doesn't change the story much.
Right. From it, not perspective of it. That's very interesting. I'm sitting with that.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with that invitation.
Doesn't change the story. It's a pretty darn good line.
Lithium ion phosphate. What does it say? Lithium ion phosphate. What's the sort of Wikipedia? Lithium ion phosphate batteries officially surpassed turmeric cobalt batteries. Okay. But yeah, all right.
Where is this? Surpassed. What is this?
It was talking about how batteries are being made differently to try and like mitigate, I think, the amount of unethical labor that's being leaned on for manufacturing practices.
So we're making progress. Did you know that?
I mean, that's cool. I mean,
did you know that?
I didn't know that. I feel like it's hard for me to trust it, but I hope that that's truthful.
I mean, we can look up what type of things, like use different batteries. How far do you need to go down into a source before you trust it? That's a totally different subject. But like,
right.
What is your line of verifying? Like, okay, this is, like, I can accept this for now.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good question. Do I have a hard line that probably would be
because you
logical?
accepted whatever you learned so far about it.
Right. I see what you're saying. I mean, that's a good. I guess I'm just saying, I would want to check multiple sources.
Of course.
For something like Apple has made this big change, because I know that, like,
I heard of that one for a while ago. I didn't realize
there's just a lot of corporate interest in trying to make things look cleaner than they are. Of course.
Well, duh. Yeah, like, doesn't mean they still didn't change their source.
That's true. Yeah.
But, cobalt was predominantly used as a pigment before the 19th century. So we can still use blue all around if we want.
That's interesting. And I'm sure that, I wonder how
we can
that
still
was
use
sourced
that
too.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I mean, back then there was less awareness of where it was coming from too, because we didn't have the internet. So I'd have to imagine. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It is cool to have, the internet as a tool for, like, being more aware of manufacturing practices and being more aware of, like, where things are actually sourced from.
Speaking of sources, Wikipedia is generally pretty accurate.
Because it's like open. It's like, what is it? Kind of crowdsourced. I mean, at least crowd fact checked.
Sort of it. Yeah. Yes and yes. But they're pretty strict. Like when we were in school at the birth of Wikipedia, our teachers were like, you can't use Wikipedia as a source. And like, there's been a lot of studies on, like, actually how reliable Wikipedia is in general compared to other sources.
Yeah.
They're pretty darn strict and, like, exact in getting things scientifically accurate and, like, verified. So I don't automatically trust it because I read it here, but when I see something on Wikipedia, I'm like, okay, it's a pretty high chance it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's like a very high chance. So it was used to make blue pigments.
Really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind. I've been waiting for you. Something just stayed right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was used as a pigment for coloring things blue. It's the Bronze Age.
Interesting.
Holy shit. Damn. The oldest cobalt-colored glass is from the 18th dynasty of Egypt, which is from the 1500s BC. So 3,500 years ago. The source for the cobalt the Egyptians used is not known. So I can't really verify what their source.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah, before the 1800s, a significant part of the world's production of cobalt blue was carried out at the Norwegian. I can't say it. There were mines in Norway, Sweden, Saxony, and Hungary. So, at least it sounds like in the Middle Ages, that's where it was all sourced in Europe. They only discovered the larger deposits in the Congo in 1914. That's when operations there started.
Okay, so one thing that might be cool.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just put the melody on loop?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of what if I get a second pen, you and I both keep jotting down ideas while we play the loop, and then I think it'd be helpful for Steven, based on what he's saying, for him to actually write lines, to just kind of hear the melody on repeat, to hear the cadence of it.
Yeah. So what am I doing?
So just playing on repeat, playing the section where I just sung it without any words.
Okay. And with that, but with the wordless version.
With the wordless version. And then I'm gonna get a second pen so we can kind of both be I'll be right back.
We'll just leave it rolling. I'll be right back.
So, I don't know if this is going, I think this is going through, yeah, I'm gonna keep sketching ideas, but it's helping me to hear the melody on repeat and just sketch. So. So I've got 2 lines that I really want to work with, but I'm having a hard time with the following lines. So I'm gonna say what I have, and I'm gonna see if anything else comes through, and I'll probably type it down. So I'm thinking A B A, but all I have are the A's. So here are the A's. It's like this. Little hands are holding. Fill in the next line. And then the bombs are falling. So that's what I have so far. Little hands are holding. I think maybe that line ends with something survive while the bombs are falling. So that's what I have so far.
Sorry. Do you want some? Here, use that. You use this. Oh yeah. Little hands are holding. What's the little hand holding? Or is it another hand holding hands? I don't know if I'm drifting. Okay, yeah. So we're not making it a. Yeah. So. So the well, I mean, the little hands are holding the will to stay alive.
Does that work?
Really works. The little hands are holding. What are you typing?
Yeah, I was
The
texting
lyrics?
it. I was texting it so you can see it.
So here's this could work really well. The little hands are holding the will to stay alive. These little situations happen all the time.
I don't like it anymore for little situations because to me that's not a little situation anymore.
Well, that's the point. Is that like it's seen that way.
Okay. I see.
We're not saying like
it is a little
we're not diminishing it. We're saying it gets diminished.
Okay.
We're highlighting it.
Yeah. Okay. So I see what you're saying. So mind if I keep
We're
this
saying-
on in the background?
yeah, please.
Yeah.
People don't. We're saying it's often goes unnoticed and unspoken.
Okay.
I'm not calling it little.
I guess my thought is like, is that
If we say what?
if we say little situations happen all the time,
It'll be quite clear when you listen to the whole context. One, and if anybody like thinks otherwise, they can watch this. You know what I mean? It flows well with that. And the point is that it is too often like considered a little situation. Wire for Survival could be the next one. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be that. We can go, Little Drop of Water could be next. We got two viewers. Is Steven typing something? New messages? You see his stuff on the right on the chat? Anything new? Will to stay alive, or was it? Or the will to survive? What was it? Will better. I like will. So, I kind of like this idea of. I'll wait for you to Still on verse cadence. That's When all we have is broken, we can't let go of life. You see what I did there? You see what I did? I'm referencing our other songs as well. I'm open to changing the second line. I think the top line's fire. This I'm not as crazy. Like I think it's good enough to use, but like I'm others as well.
I really do like the one. I do like the one we have as well.
Yeah. Oh, someone else commented. Who's that? I don't know. Who's Jay? Oh, it's Joy. Hi, Joy. Hi. You found us.
Maybe I can type in the chat what we definitely want to go with so far.
Joy's
You
here.
can click on the chat. See the little chat entry bottom right of that window?
From here.
Yeah, just click there.
So
Click. Yep, now you can type.
So we're working with these lyrics over this part, and it's really cool because I really wanted to be able to collaborate with Steven and with Joy.
Also, Joy, this is our first time streaming.
This is our first time streaming. Welcome to the live stream. This song kind of to me feels like I want to address some things that are going on in the world, and I feel very mostly out of the loop. I feel like there's, in a lot of ways I'm very ignorant of the things that are going on. But yeah, I just feel like I'm very inspired by the song Zombie by the Cranberries, and the way that they were able to talk about like real things. So anyway, I'm gonna say what we definitely have so far, and we're trying to see where it goes next. And then we were trying out the perspective of, a child who's in a cobalt mine, because that has been a fact of technology production for some time. So little hands are holding. And then these are some of the lines I was thinking of. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive. And, this is all open to tweaking. But and then, I was gonna take it kind of heavy and like all the way to cranberry level. Like, so I was gonna say something like, while the bombs are falling, because that's been going on. In the name of, that was my idea, in the name of something that fits, So that was an idea. And then Dimitri had the idea of when all we have is broken. So these are ideas.
Lines we're playing with.
Lines, yeah. Apparently it's a little hard to hear what we're saying, a little hard to hear over top of the music.
Pause it.
Is there a way to turn it down? We can turn us up? Yeah, let's turn us up. He said just a little bit would be helpful. So yeah, these are the ideas we're playing with.
How's that?
Steven, let us know how this is. We just saw you texted about the levels, so definitely let me know. But yeah, so let me just try singing through what we're definitely going with. I think what we're definitely going with is this. And this. That's what we're sure about so far.
Oh, this one. 6. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay.
He said it's perfect.
Yeah. Lines 1 through 6. And then I think all we have is broken. I don't know.
Okay, cool. I also kind of like at some point, because it's just actually calling out what's going on while the bombs are falling. But I want it to be I kind of like, so what I'm thinking is like, when that line happens, while the bombs are falling, and then in the name of, and like, but is there in the name of something that's like, because what is it in the name of? I mean, it's in the name of lots of things depending on who you ask, but overall, what, like, power?
But instead of, what is that line again? The bombs are falling? What if instead we say? What if we say the little drops of water? Are bombs throughout the night.
I just wanted to be like, it's actually bombs falling. That's not a metaphor. You know what I mean?
We're not saying it. I'm not saying it's a metaphor. I'm saying that's how significant most people treat it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. What can you say what you're saying?
The little drops of water are bombs throughout the night. Something along those lines.
Okay, so basically the significance of that is that most people here, right, or in places that are not directly affected, would consider, the kind of the significance of the bombs falling is
as insignificant.
As insignificant as drops of water. I see what you're saying. I mean, I see what you're saying.
Or it could be these little drops of water or something red. You know, like, let's try the drops of water as red.
Okay. The heat is rising. I like that. Here comes the flood. I like the word the flood. Definitely are going with. I'm also going to write down some of the snippets that stand out to me the most.
Do you want to make the scratch bubble or
no? I'll try the lyrics that are here. Off top, I'm not super fond of I looked down at my phone for some reason, but I mean, I'm open to that being my mind being changed on that. It was stained red. I see what you're saying though. I do like the directness of like looking down at something that you take for granted, and then it's like, oh, it's covered in red. I do like the storytelling behind that. I'm covered in blood. The heat is rising. Here comes the flood. I see, in the name of. Oh yeah, I know. In the name of what? Right. That was my issue.
Innocence.
The sale of innocence. But yeah, in the name of. Well, you know what's really interesting?
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
That was it.
I think that was it. Okay, let's try that. And I don't know, yeah. I don't know if you meant that as a question or the answer, but I think that was it. So let me just try this. I'm gonna start until let me pause it. And if I hit play, it'll just start at the beginning of the loop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's audition.
Version.
Let's audition the lyric. I'm gonna sing the lyrics over the word, or should we just take out the
wordless version? Do you know
what
track
track
it
is? Want me to mute it? Okay. Okay. So here's what we're gonna try. We're actually gonna take the line "in the name of what" and see if that works. That answer. Okay. So he was meaning that as the answer. That's actually really cool. Yeah. Thanks, Steven. That's dope.
You're allowed to curse on this stream.
Am I allowed to curse on this stream?
Yeah.
Okay. I got permission. There's always going to be the goody two shoes in me who needs to know if I'm allowed. It's terrible. It's awful. It's terrible. Gold stars and permission. We're trying to move past that, but it might just be my subconscious kinks. All right. Here we go. And this will go through. Okay. Here we go. Let's try it. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Okay. Joy
It's just
said.
Joy
Joy said bleep
and
bleep. Aw,
I don't
two
mean
of my
just.
favorite
I mean, it's
people.
like that's what I mean. Yes,
This is
yeah.
awesome. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Thousands of people will see this later.
I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind, and I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive, and while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
All right, good. That's
I
it.
think that works well enough. It's not like an exact rhyme, but I don't think it has to be an exact rhyme.
Yeah, no, you can do the the avocado pronunciation of what?
That's a good reference. Where did that work? Who did that?
It was a fucking Vine or something. I don't know.
Because you can change the pronunciation to make it rhyme.
Joy knows what we're talking about. Don't you?
Joy said you can't be singing like that in people's ears, Marissa. Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet.
No, I think
we've got verse 1. The crazy thing is we're trying to do verse 1 and verse 2 before the chorus
fucking
comes.
double verse here.
So we got thank you so much to our collaborators who are here and who will be getting writing cred on the creds. Thank you for being here.
It's
and
only
for
you
helping
two,
us.
just
It's only
by
you
the way.
two, yeah.
If we do put this online later and people see that we like are giving writing credits to people in our chat room, it's because we know them and we're actually writing with them. So like,
and because we decided that the ideas given were ones that we would use.
yeah.
But I also can see a future where
Chat writes the lyrics. I mean, sure.
Yeah, when our fan base continues to grow, if there are lyrics submitted by a random person I've never met and they're fire, like,
oh yeah, sure,
give them writing credit and add them as
Agreed.
a collaborator on the song.
I just don't think. I mean, if there's
you don't want to set a precedent.
If there's a chat room of 1,000 people, we can't give 1,000 people credit. That's going to be impossible.
Okay. That's
and
like
we'll just say no. But have I shown you that video of Dead Mouse with like that dude that like added lyrics to that one song? Have you seen that clip?
No.
It's fucking amazing.
That's awesome.
You got to see this clip.
Okay.
Because Dead Mouse was working on a beat, and the next day he's streaming again, and some guy was like, I did vocals to this, and I wrote lyrics, and like he knew that Dead Mouse's conception of the song was based on like, I don't know, like Electric Sheep or whatever that poem is or book. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, I think, right?
Yeah.
And he wrote lyrics and this amazing vocals, and Dead Mouse live on stream was like, this is fucking incredible. Like, we're doing the song.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give you publishing. He talks to his girlfriend. He's like, yo, come listen to this. And then he kind of shits on the delay that he put on the one spot, which is hilarious.
Oh, right.
But
he's like, the delay is not it, right?
Well, that one, there's this one little stutter effect. It's hilarious. But, like, it's so cool to see that clip.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, maybe that happens one day. But
I'm going to write down the lyrics that we have
digress.
so far. And
yeah,
so
you have them written.
I know. I wanted to write them here so that I don't know if I can do it like line by line where it's like that without me submitting it differently. But let me just
Shift enter.
See, I tried that and it didn't do it.
Motherfucker.
I know. I'm just gonna do commas.
No one type in the chat while we do this.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just gonna do commas. It's okay. So this is what we have for verse 1, and I think we're gonna stick with this. I've been waiting for you. I feel like Steven deserves the Willy Wonka golden ticket because he like closed out verse 1 with his like with asking the question that was the answer. So yeah, I want to like, if I had like a Willy Wonka clip that I could put in here, be like, you're the winner, Charlie. Right? Let's see. I've been waiting for you, but something. Okay, great. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive while I went too far in the chat. I had to do the name of this. So this is verse 1, and the vision is that. Wait, why does it say offline?
Oh, don't. If you just click on Reaper, it'll say online for all the clips. It means nothing.
Okay. It means nothing. Then the next one would be verse 2. Yeah, dude, it's like a lot to talk about real shit going on in the world. Like, I feel like tired and I feel like sad, but I really love this first verse because it feels like one of the realest things I've ever co-written with anyone, because it feels like we're not just, pretending that the world is all sunshine and daisies when it's not.
Well,
oh, what's in here? I kind of
those are those cassette tapes.
Oh, right, okay. So let's try. Should I try laying down the vocals for verse 1, and we could just see how that sounds?
Yeah.
And then we don't have to comp it
Let's
right.
switch, 'cause then
right. We don't have to comp it right now, but we can at least hear
we don't
what
need
it's
finals,
like.
but
Yeah. The songwriting process on video. Okay.
Testing. How old is this pen?
That's a pencil.
Oh,
That's
how old is that
probably
pencil?
why it didn't work if you tried to write with it.
I didn't. I just
But
looked at it.
The pencil is probably, I really can't tell you. It's probably at least a year old.
That's it. It looks
Wait,
ancient.
Joy said something in the chat.
Musical
I'm
chairs.
not sure what she said.
She said musical chairs.
Oh, musical chairs. She was here playing musical chairs last night.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Check. Wait,
Oh,
yeah.
I really gotta tell you. Got a burp, but it's not coming out.
I've really got to
excuse
burp
me.
now.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad was like, he taught me how to burp silently, so I know how to do that, but sometimes I still like let it be audible because it's like, why not? Sometimes I like to burp out loud.
My sister and I did not repress our burps. We were not taught to repress our burps. We were taught to burp loud and proud, and have burping competitions. We still do a little bit.
That's beautiful.
She's a master.
That's beautiful.
Can you make yourself burp on command?
No, I feel like, don't you have to swallow air?
Yes.
I just feel like that's gross to me.
This is one time as a kid. I will never forget this. It's like 2nd grade. I was home after school. I was like, I want to see how long a burp I can do. So I swallowed air without letting it go for an hour straight.
Oh, no.
And I
That
wouldn't.
sounds dangerous.
I just kept going and going and going. And then I let that burp out, and it was a minute straight. I kid you not. It was the most epic burp ever. Yeah, I'll never forget it.
And so I'm curious too, because if you're burping for a minute straight, are you inhaling at all
Exhaling.
during that time? Just
No,
exhaling.
that is just letting it out.
So you didn't even breathe in. You just let it out for a whole minute.
Well, yeah, but
That's
I did
pretty cool.
get so much oxygen for the past hour I could do it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
A little ASMR for our listeners.
I wonder what the Guinness Book of World Records record is for the longest burp.
It's so cringy. Okay, no, it's not. Some people really might be into that. I'm just kidding. One
Burping
more.
or ASMR?
The ASMR of me drinking my water.
Uh-oh. Don't.
Okay. Now I'm ready. Now I'm really ready. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, Joy, we will. Steven has said I'm into it. A little too much, he says. Joy said it actually sounded cool. Please use that on the track. Okay. All right.
That's great. Thank you guys for lightening the mood. These are some heavy lyrics which need to be sung, but it helps to laugh in between. Say thank you very much.
I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind. I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive. And while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
Good, got it.
Do you want to do a couple takes, or you want to just rock with that for now?
We'll rock with it. I don't
Okay.
think we need to try. If we start doing
We'll
more
comp it
takes, we'll
later.
start to try to get it right, and then we'll just be stuck doing that for like a little while.
We'll comp
we'll
later.
cut and comp later. That's the scratch.
Cut and comp.
Cut and comp.
So comping. Should I kind of want to go into music teacher mode and be like, for anyone who doesn't know what comping is,
Why do you want to do that?
I don't know, it just feels like fun. I didn't know what comping was really. I didn't know that term until I started working with you. And yeah, but basically we'll get there when we get there.
Did
All
you
right.
were you recording your own stuff before we started writing together?
I was
were.
I was comping. I just didn't
Yeah.
know that it was called comping.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But anyway, let's do you want to just hear what we have from the beginning, and then we can see, cuz basically we're going to do some more ASMR. Okay, no. We're going to play from the beginning of what we have so far.
Okay.
Maybe, and then see like what verse 2 might want to be. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Or if you want to make any edits first, you know.
Hold on. Can you tell me that again?
Just saying, like, maybe we could listen through what we have so far from the
Okay.
beginning, and then see like
Let's do it.
what we do next in context.
Okay.
I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind. I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive. And while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
That's so good.
It's really,
I
really
just took
cool.
a random like take out of the 32 passes and 31 passes and just went with it, and it's like sick. So probably I'd say probably jump straight into verse 2. I mean, we
Okay.
could let it breathe with piano without this top vocal, but like I'm probably more inclined to just jump straight
Jump right
into it.
into the words.
But we don't need to decide the arrangement. We just like need more lyrics. / what's the next part? Where like when does it go? How does it go into the chorus? They're having fun in the chat.
Good. Very good.
Like yeah, when does it go into the other bit? I'm gonna hit play on it.
Oh, just to hear. Yeah.
your butt comfortable though? Because I know that. Do you want a cushion? We have cushions. There's a cushion somewhere.
Here's what I'm finding. I'm finding that if I keep my feet up in some way, it
Check.
doesn't
We're
hurt
back.
my butt.
But okay. But if you want cushion, we can.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. I hear myself, and you.
We're back.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Now, I want to play that part because I wanted to hear it. What?
I know. Maybe
it
there's
like
just a
triggered
lot.
too many samples. It was probably like this synth triggering the first time out of nowhere. There we go. That's too loud. What the fuck?
It's kind of clipping.
Is it clipping? No, it's just too loud and crunchy. Into it. Whole progression.
I love that piano part.
It's reminding me a little bit of our song "Burned Out."
Oh, right. Right.
Okay, cool. So, that's cool stuff. The fuck is this track? Oh, this is the loop of the loop. It's just like, for some reason. Okay, we're cool. So, should we hear from the top one more time?
Sure.
I like that a lot. I still want like drums to be softer, but we'll figure it out later.
I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind. I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive. And while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
sounds kind of like water. That
a little bit. It's a
sound.
little too. It's a little too something, but like it's good. Am I affecting No, different patch. Wait, what? Brain. What?
And that was a cool unexpected chord change though. I liked that.
What is wrong with me? Just playing around with G.
Nothing's
minor.
wrong with you.
Oh, thank you. F sharp, F major 7, but I think that I was trying to play with the 7. I don't think the 7 works.
That was cool.
Yeah, not totally. Let's try another patch. I'm just thinking of doing a pad. Good lord, no. Too rippy, too big. This keyboard's unbelievable, dude. I can, like, wow. It's like just little touches do so much for every key individually. So, what I'll do, let's mess with this patch. I'm kind of curious about it. reset the patch. Oh, wait. Nah. No. Back to this one. Back to this one. More reverb. This is called Western Titans Pat Osmos, just so I know if I want to grab the patch again someday. Works for me. There's some high frequencies that are too much. It's probably way too much, but I'm going to put it in and see what it does. Also, we might just try to make it just drone. And not do the chord progression until later.
I really gotta tell you, there's something on my mind. I've been waiting for you, but something just ain't right. Little hands are holding the will to stay alive, and while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
It's kind of like really fun to play that. There, but don't know if it goes, but what was I gonna do? I was gonna needs delay. Oh, I wanted to turn down this sensitivity. Of the
I really like the. I'm looking back at some of these lyric suggestions while you're keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
I'm just talking out loud. You know, I'm seeing again. I'm looking back at the the heat is rising. Here comes the flood. I mean, it's it's like literally what's happening on the planet.
Oh yeah.
It's literally what's happening. So I do like that. I do like that.
Me too.
Let me see. Let's work with that. Let's work with that. Let's work with that.
God, wow. It's incredible what this thing does.
Yeah.
Just the way you just can like control every little thing. Like I was doing that drone. I'm just droning on like a G minor.
Yeah.
But let's check out how I can like barely play a note.
Yeah.
Play the third a little bit. I'm just pressing down a tiny bit. And then like Okay. It's just fun, but like, let me try this now. I think.
I really
after the
gotta
guitar
tell
note.
you
Working on like potential chorus lyrics or verse 2.
something on my mind. I've been waiting for you.
You commenting on the stream from your
Yeah,
phone?
I am.
Something
So then I
just
can actually see the
ain't
comments
right.
when you're having a look at your computer, which is really cool.
Little hands are holding the will to stay alive. And while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
So interesting. It's not. All right, it's cool. I'm gonna do it one more time, but like it's gonna be subtle.
Little hands are holding.
So I'm not. I'm just talking out loud here.
I
I feel like so far the words have been A, B, A, B.
Little hands are
But I'm
holding.
also okay with going to A, B, C, B if necessary.
The will to
In
stay
rhyming structure?
alive.
Yeah.
I think verse 2, yeah, makes it out.
Okay.
And while the bombs are falling, in the name of what?
I kind of
Oh, technically that's getting recorded.
So this is interesting, right?
Yeah.
So I know.
I'm about
Okay.
to ditch this pad.
So it's interesting thinking about copyright. So so one thing that that Steven had suggested, right? And it's so funny. I'm like on YouTube on my phone too because I can look at the chat this way. I really do like the I actually think that there's a lot with the heat rising and flood. I think that there's a lot there. The part that I for some reason wasn't crazy about, I think it felt a little too, like, I don't know what it was. Just for me, I wasn't as crazy about the and this is just since we're all in the room together. It's just the way that Dimitri and I talk to each other with our lyrics and stuff. So I wasn't as crazy about the look down at my phone. I felt like it was too literal for me because when I see the word phone, it's like a loaded term for me because I'm like, frickin' cell phones with all blah, blah, blah. So I kind of wanted something less loaded for me so I can actually like hear the lyrics and like feel more receptive to them.
Yeah.
So and then I was thinking about the term Black Mirror, and I do think that that's copyrighted because that's a show. But then I was looking up the history of like the term Black Mirror, and that term was created to be for that TV series, signifying the black screen. But then, there's an older term that I don't think is owned by anyone. That's dark mirror. Dark mirror has been used for a while. So I don't want to use a term that you can't. I mean, I don't know if you can like. Yeah, but I was thinking of the word. I was thinking of like another way to talk about phones, and like dark. I was like dark mirror cobalt. that kind of like fits, or Black Mirror Cobalt or something like that. I don't
Dark
know.
mirrored metal.
Dark mirrored metal. Oh, okay.
Steven said, "Yeah, don't use it."
Okay. But I like what you said. You said dark mirror metal.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't.
I mean,
A,
I
it
think
doesn't flow. B,
I
it
think it
doesn't
could.
reflect what it actually looks like. It's not that dark. It kind of looks like silvery.
But what about something like dark mirror metal?
So also, it doesn't look that.
Cobalt
I
stained
just closed
in
the
blood.
Oops. Shit.
You close what?
I closed the Wikipedia page about it. So hold on.
Well, I'm thinking of just starting off with like, what does the phone look like when I'm holding it? Like, is there another way? Is there another way I could describe? We can still bring the word cobalt in too, but I was thinking of like dark, you know.
Oh, now he says dark mirror is awesome.
Dark mirror something, because we need to be dark mirror something. Dark mirror metal. You said dark mirror cobalt. We could say that, or we could say dark mirror metal. Cobalt stained in blood. I mean, that's kind of rough, but it's like true. So let me just try something, and if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. Dark mirror. I actually think that the way, like the avocado pronunciation, I think that dark mirror metal could actually sound really cool. And then what about cobalt? Cobalt.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. I remember.
I don't know if this will work. Something like this, and then yeah, okay. Is it And I also think that maybe there's a way that we could say something. I think that the last line could end with flood, but I don't know if here comes the flood. I don't know if I love that yet, but I'm going to try it. So could we take a second for me to audition some lyrics? And I'm actually going to write them in the chat,
Okay.
just so that they're in writing and you can see it. Dark. Okay. That could also work. He said dark mirror reflections.
Yeah, I was gonna say reflections.
Okay,
when
that's
you
two. That's
have your
two.
phone
That's
screen
two,
off
three.
and you look at it, you see your reflection. So that was good.
Dark mirror reflections. So let's try this. I'm gonna have to get creative with the syllable phrasing here, but that's okay. It can change from the first one to the second one. Rough idea. Here we go. Dark mirror reflections. Maybe this.
Dark mirror reflection is quite nice. I like it. I like that.
And then something.
Not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see. Off top, not crazy about. Here comes the. Before flood, but maybe I'll change my mind once I sing with the try. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna, first of all, I don't know how I'm going to phrase Dark Mirror Reflections. It might just take a little bit of improvisation to make the melody fit with those words and that syntax. But we can try it. We can try.
We can try if you want to.
What is that song? I've heard that. We can try if you want to. We can dance.
It's
And if you don't dance, don't dance.
yeah, it's called Round something.
Oh yeah, my cousin. I feel like my
I used to listen. Like my mom loved that song.
My cousin Hannah has this name for like that type of vibrato. She calls it 80s man vibrato.
80s man vibrato.
You know, it's like this. 80s
That's
Man vibrato.
great.
That's
Love
definitely an
it.
80s Man vibrato song. Okay.
Ah.
Let's try this out. I'm gonna try the lyrics that I just put in the chat, and we're gonna see if it works, and we're gonna, see if what we tweak, what we keep. What we tweak, what we keep. Off top, I might need you to like loop it because I'm gonna have to change the syntax, and I don't know exactly.
Literally, the rest is literally you have like 3 minutes straight of just being able to go. So
cool,
just go.
Cool.
That was
maybe
how many
I will
calls was
just
that?
go. Maybe you can't even stop me. Maybe I will just go.
Oh, it's gonna go to the 6/8 section, but you got 3 minutes before that.
All right.
Have fun.
Dark mirror reflections, cobalt stained with blood.
I think I like stained with.
Now the heat is rising. Here comes the flood.
Something like that. Let's try this again.
Dark mirror reflections, cobalt and blood. Feel the heat is rising. And here comes the flood.
I don't know. That's okay. I'll keep it going. I'll wait for the next round and see. Okay, let's try it again.
Dark mirror reflections, cobalt and blood. Now the heat is rising. And here comes the flood. Try it again. I'll try it again. Dark mirror reflections, cobalt and blood. I feel the heat is rising. And here comes the flood.
Steven said yes to the high note on the flood.
Yeah. So I see another suggestion here for Insurgent Flood. And the funny thing is, now that I've sung it, I think Here Comes the Flood works if flood goes high. For some reason, if
It works much better high.
It works much better high.
I thought it was 2 on the nose before,
2 on the nose. Okay, cool.
but high makes it feel better
And
because of the feeling of the lyrics.
I also feel like pausing for a sec, Here Comes the Flood, like giving it a second makes it feel like,
Yes.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, pause before the.
Otherwise, like my brain just is like, okay, we're gonna say Here Comes the Sun. Oh, we changed it. You know what I mean? But it's like here comes the flood going high actually feels cool. I can try the Insurgent Flood, but I feel like the reason I'm not, and I like the suggestion, the reason off top I'm not as crazy about Insurgent is because I don't use it or hear it very often in everyday conversation.
Yeah.
And it's not, but, sometimes I'm that person where if someone says, like, a word you've never heard very often at, like, yesterday we were at Bill's and someone said a word that was like, what word did he use? I wish I could remember. He used a word that was not used in everyday conversation. I gave him a compliment for it. So I'm not, we can try it. Let's just try it. Let's see what Insurgent sounds like because it was suggested. But I think I'm leaning toward Here Comes the Flood now that we've done it.
I think you're overthinking.
I'm overthinking. Are we vetoing Insurgent?
You could do it, but like you don't need to justify in 3 different circles about what you think about it. Just like
that's true. That's true. Here we go again with the asking permission / gold star seeking. I'm just gonna name it. We're setting that down. 29 years is
also,
long enough.
Steven loved that. So the chat's
cool,
on a
cool.
delay. So he finally got the high note, like of the flood that you did. That was insane.
Reflection.
Let's find it.
Was that the first take?
Steven said yes to the high note on the flood.
Yeah.
I think that was the one. Is that
And here comes the flood.
that's more of like what is that, a 7th? I mean, that's not what we're
I do like that note.
Rising blood
where's the
reflection.
Down and see.
comes the flood.
I guess I like this one better.
Dark mirror.
Oh, here now that I'm hearing it, it's not like quite doing it for me.
And here comes the flood.
I mean, it's cool. Also, I think Here Comes the Flood on the one is boom 6/8.
Ah, that's where we change into the new section. Okay. And then I wonder what note works over the 6/8.
Well, it also starts with the same G minor chord. So
okay. So if it worked there, I think that's the 9. I think that's the 9 over the
probably.
chord.
I like 9s.
I love 9s.
Oh, 2 before that. Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
And C.
That's the problem with the chat. It's very hard to do this. How many lines is this? Where is it? That's 4 lines. So 1, 2, maybe it's this one.
Here comes the flood.
Nope, not that one.
Dark mirror. Oh, ball. Here comes the flood.
Do you want to pause it there and see if that's the one he meant?
Is that the one?
Is that the one?
Here's the thing. He's not hearing this for another. Watch how long it takes for me to like.
Oh yeah, I'm
watch the screen.
watching.
It takes forever. See, I don't even remember when I did that.
Okay,
I don't even remember when I did that.
It's about a 30-second delay from what
Okay.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. He said, "Never mind."
Yeah, I see that.
But yeah, I feel like if I go high and if I
Yeah, I can work.
we can see which phrasing. I think that this works though. So, in the phrasing of dark mirror reflections, I had to mess with that. So I feel like I do want to see, out of the takes I did, which one sound. If we're going with that, because I think it works. Dark mirror reflections.
Yeah.
Which one that we actually choose, because it's hard to fit that.
What are
those
our options?
words.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, just I phrased it a few different ways
Oh.
there. So I figured we could go with like something there.
Dark mirror reflections. Cobalt. Dark mirror reflection.
I like that, but reflections should go down.
Okay.
Like dark mirror. But I like dark mirror. I like that.
Okay, we'll keep it going. I'll wait for the next round.
Dark mirror reflection.
Mirror.
Dark mirror reflection.
Mirror.
Mirror. I did 2 syllables on
Dark
the I.
mirror.
Oh, okay.
Dark mirror. Dark mirror reflect.
In the track, I heard it as mirror. Mirror.
Dark mirror reflect.
I hear it now, but like you hear how I
Yeah.
Dark mirror.
Yeah.
Dark mirror reflections.
That's good though.
Cobalt and blue. Now the heat. Dark mirror reflection.
That's good. That's dope. I like that.
Dark mirror.
So on the 1.
Dark mirror reflections. Cobalt and blood. I feel the heat is rising. No.
Nice.
And here comes the flood.
Oh, that's nice. Steven said yes to the high note on the flood.
Yeah. That one was. So I see another suggestion here for insurgent flood.
Okay, then we have much talking. So, I like it. But
I like it.
I like it.
Oh, this is cool too, right? Because the first time we did verse 1, verse 2, and now it's we could say verse 1, verse 2, and then now it's verse 3. depending on,
Where?
and then we go right into the new section because, well, because
Oh yeah, it's
You know what
V1,
I'm saying?
V2 interlude, V3 chorus.
yeah,
Yeah, I
That's
don't think
cool.
we return to this.
okay, you don't think so? Just leave this section. Okay.
I have no clue though.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't know what the rest of
Yeah,
where the rest
yeah,
is. We don't know until we start to write the 6/8 bit.
Yeah,
This might not be traditional format.
I like non-traditional.
Yeah. Not traditional food.
Even though we went to that, I just think it's really funny. So we went to
Traditional
this
food.
restaurant the other day. And it was lovely, really good food. But it's like all it said on the front, besides the title of the store, was traditional food. And I was like, it didn't say like a certain ethnicity.
What tradition?
Just traditional food. I was like, word, like
I guess, just like the default.
the default,
The default
of food.
tradition.
It's like, what
No,
is
the,
that?
the default tradition. Well, I mean, like, what's the joke? Like, you know what they call Chinese food in China? Just food, right? Or insert whatever place you're from, right? So.
I mean, there was pretty much like sandwiches and like cookies and stuff. And so I guess, is that just like traditional, like,
American.
but the thing is, we have like so many cultures here. I mean, they
know.
probably have a lot of culture. Do they have a lot of cultures in China?
Oh
Do
yeah.
you know? They
Oh
do?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm quite familiar with the different cuisines. Remember we were talking about
Oh
that?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, different. Like, that's a silly question, right? But I'm like, if we're saying what do they call Chinese food in China, they just call it food, right? But I'm like,
but there's different types. Yeah,
there's different
absolutely.
types, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like different regions and stuff. The same for America. We got our Cajun, our Southern, our New York pizza. Anywho, now I'm just hungry.
I am too.
Are you going out? Seeing your friend?
I was just, I mean, right now we're making really good progress. And I just said like, hey, look, I really appreciate the invite. And I'm also like really wanting to get a lot of writing done. So I asked, I was like, you could just, I asked to see if I could like see what the address was just in case. Yeah. But I haven't actually received an address yet. Probably because the opening of the message, like the preview says, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it tonight. So I just was like, hey, like, I mean, how do you feel? Do you want to keep writing and recording tonight? Because
I would love to, but
okay,
also
cool.
I wouldn't mind a little break.
Yeah, a
snack,
break would be
some
nice.
food.
A break would be nice.
Would
Yeah,
be-
yeah.
Like, how long has this stream been going?
It's been going for quite a while.
OBS says 3.5 hours.
Dang. Yeah, that's a while.
Yeah, that is quite a bit.
That's a while.
I mean, let's do some more writing, but I think we need some food.
Also, okay, quick question.
Go.
I just want to close out verse 3.
Yeah? You just want to sing the scratch?
Here, I think that actually, now that I've sung it, I think that Here Comes the Flood works depending on how I phrase it with the high note. The parts that I was curious about, and then we really should do human things like eating food and maybe stepping outside and getting some fresh air, is I think I was kind of experimenting, and we can even listen back through what we liked better. There was sort of like, feel the heat is rising.
Ah, that's good.
Or
versus
now the heat is rising.
feels better.
Or feel the heat rising instead of is. Just feel the heat. But you overall feel is better.
Feels better.
Feel definitely.
Is or
okay.
without is just depends. We'll just figure that out as you
We'll
sing
figure
it
that out.
very easily.
And
Feel
then
the heat is probably in there for
feel
the phrasing
heat
of
is
it.
rising.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay. Because so we'll mess with that, but and then the other one was, do we do? I think cobalt and blood. That's a heavy line.
Cobalt and blood.
That's
like
what I was
cobalt and
doing.
blood.
Or cobalt stained in blood.
Just cobalt and blood.
Cobalt
Much better.
and blood.
Much
yeah.
better.
Cool. So that's settled. So awesome.
See,
really awesome.
no overthinking. Just cut through
Just
it. Boom.
boop,
That's
boop,
what it is.
boop, boop. Yeah.
We know
I'm
it.
really like happy that we were able to do the collaboration on here because that was so helpful.
Hey, there's 5 people watching right now. Not just like our 2 friends. There's 5 people. Maybe a third is Annabelle. Hi, Annabelle, if you're here. Okay. Is it snack time? Dinner time? Fresh air? You in the chat? Are you in the chat?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why?
Because I wanted to say thank you.
You can say it out loud.
Oh, yeah. I wanted
You
to
can
say in
speak
writing,
it.
too. Thank you, Stephen, for collaborating
guys.
with us. Yeah, and thank you, everyone who's here. And thank you for everyone who, like, submitted ideas, too. And, like, that's, you know, that's really awesome to have ideas thrown in. I guess I'll just, because, like, I want it to be here, I'm just going to write what we settled on for now for verse 3. Because, I mean, it's just everyone who was watching was, like, watching the process unfold. And so I think verse 3, I'll just write it so that it's here. Dark. And I think that this feels like a good balance, also the way that we produce it and stuff. Like, I think that it's not too much of a, like, hitting people over the head with it. I think that but it is, like, you know, it's like we're saying some things.
It's still there.
Cool.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my voice, unless you're talking about my
I'm gonna
speaking
say,
voice.
Co-writing cred, Stephen Ambrose. Nice. And it's gonna be really yeah, it's cool. All right. Is it yeah, I'm just
Right.
I wanted to type one more thing.
Type it.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going, guys.
Unprofessional, but awesome.
Okay, love you all. Goodbye. Ending the stream. You gonna wave bye?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Or you get? Okay.
Bye.
We did it.
Bye. We